Tinubu's Guinea passport surfaces online shows he may have lied under oath to INEC. He indeed lied now. The mistake this man made actually is coming out for presidency. He should have stayed as a governor of Lagos, he was, and then probably become a kingmaker and live a glorious life and go on from there. But greed will not let him do that. So he wants to be president of Nigeria, want to be your president. Can you imagine? Now, all his dirty deals, all his dirty life, dirty background is being dug at now, and it's proven that this man does not have a clean record, does not have a clean reputation, and doesn't have integrity, and is not fit to be a leader of a nation, a multi-ethnic, multi-religious, multicultural nation like Nigeria, the most populous black nation on the surface of the earth today. That is true. So that is why all of his evil deeds in the past are coming to limelight now. And with what he's doing and all his connection with all previous, are they criminals or drug dealers across the world, will be a very cheap blackmail for Nigeria if this man ascends the office of the presidency. Because all of those global connections will come after Nigeria, and then they will blackmail Nigeria. They will blackmail him in such a way that he'll be using Nigeria to pay for those blackmails abroad, because of only God knows what and what he must have committed abroad that is waiting for now to manifest. Now, wow, this is passport issue. And now he filled a form with INEC and must have declared that it doesn't have dual nationality. It does not have any other passport anywhere. Meanwhile, one has come out now. So that means that he lied, and that's a criminal offense. To lie under oath in Nigeria is a criminal offense by law. A Guinean diplomatic passport bearing the name of President-elect Bola Tinubu has surfaced online. Tongues have been left wagging on social media since the passport surfaced online, with many speculating that Tinubu may have lied to the nation's electoral commission while under oath, according to a report by People's Gazette. The revelation was made by independent journalist David Hondeyin, whom uploaded images of a Guinean diplomatic passport bearing Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his Twitter account. The passport also carried Mr. Tinubu's image and said it was issued in October 2015, expiring 5 years later in October 2020. The passport was apparently issued to Mr. Tinubu while his ally, Alpha Conde, was Guinean president. Mr. Tinubu had publicly claimed credit for helping Mr. Conde secure re-election in October 2015. The Guinean leader was ousted in a military coup in 2021. Mr. Tinubu, whose whereabouts remain unclear since he secretly traveled to Europe around March 20, was nominated by Nigeria's ruling party APC at its convention on June 8, 2022, and went on to be declared the winner of the presidential election that was held in February 25, 2023. Mr. Tinubu's emergence as president-elect has been challenged by his two main challengers, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, in a battle that will drag on to the Supreme Court in a span over 24 days. The latest disclosure that the president-elect obtained Guinean citizenship has met a strident silence from his surrogates, Dele Alake, Festus Keyamo, and Bayo Onanuga, who are usually quick to defend their principal with strong-worded statements, have been oddly quiet, avoiding the matter. Multiple efforts to get comment from Mrs. Keyamo Onanuga fell through on Sunday. However, Mr. Alake said he had no comment about his principal's dual citizenship and the potential perjury charges for denying a foreign passport under oath. In the same vein, social media aides like Shegu Dada, Jibril Gawat have also been mysteriously quiet in a manner that is unlike the team known for its defensive rebuttals. The dual citizenship dimension, which has caused Mr. Tinubu to trend for hours on Twitter, would likely dominate public chatter amid the ongoing election petition trial because his of potential legal action that would be instituted over constitutional violations. Section 137, subsection 1A of the Nigerian Constitution said a person shall not be qualified to be president if he has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of a country other than Nigeria. Nonetheless, courts have repeatedly interpreted that section of the Constitution as inapplicable to a Nigerian-born or a Nigerian citizen born to either a Nigerian parent or both parents. Bukola Saraki was a two-term governor in Kwara State despite carrying British citizenship and went on to serve as a Senate president. But the charge of perjury still looms over Mr. Tinubu, who, in his Form EC9 application for the presidency, told the Independent National Electoral Commission that he never obtained citizenship of another country. Mr. Tinubu ticked no in response to have you voluntarily acquired citizenship of any other country posed by INEC in the form? He also appended his signature on the form, swearing that the information given on the form was correct, true, and to the best of my knowledge. So while it may not be an issue that Mr. Tinubu, who was born in Nigeria, carries dual nationality, he is expected to fight to extricate himself of perjury charges that will likely be brought against him. Mr. Tinubu faced a similar legal conundrum shortly after he was elected governor of Lagos State in 1999. He had made false claims about attending primary and secondary schools without presenting any evidence of such. He also claimed to have attended University of Chicago, which also turned out false. However, he was not charged because he was already a serving governor and had constitutional immunity from criminal prosecution. He also claimed at the time that he did not knowingly make false claims on the INEC document, saying it was filled out on his behalf by his political ally, Tokunbo Afikuyomi. Mr. Afikuyomi publicly admitted filling the forms for Mr. Tinubu, saying he merely assumed his principal attended the schools. Can you imagine? It remains unclear whether the Labour Party and People Democratic Party could introduce the argument to favor their prayers at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, where they are currently challenging the electoral process that gave Mr. Tinubu his win. The 21-day window for amending petitions has passed for both PDP and Labour Party. However, if the presiding judges consider the PDP and Labour Party's argument to be sufficiently compelling, the deadline may be extended or waived. Festus Okoye, spokesperson for the Electoral Commission, did not immediately answer calls for comments on whether there were repercussions for false declaration in the EC9 form. The Electoral Office has the power to prosecute offenders. Lying in INEC form is considered perjury and could attract criminal prosecution by federal authorities. And somebody is commenting, Jackson Ude commented in his Twitter page and said, an aide to the former president Alpha Conde of Guinea has just confirmed to me that Bola Tinubu was issued a Guinean passport, but that was not that he was not sure if it was a Guinean diplomatic passport or regular passport. He confirmed that he took Tinubu to Conde and they became friends. Can you imagine? I think in all of these criminal cases for Tinubu, what they're trying to do is to try to swear him in, and by the time they swear him in, then the immunity will start. Okay? That is the game they're trying to play. By the time they swear him in, they will say he's immune to all criminal charges. But I think the judiciary need to interpret this thing very well, because the criminal cases on the head of Tinubu is just so much to undermine. And having such person as the leader of a great nation like Nigeria is very, very, very bad. It's intriguing. It's very, very bad. So the game they're trying to play, is to drag on and buy time until they swear him in. By the time they saw him in, they will say that he has immunity as a president, and every case will have to wait until he's out of office as president. But then, I don't know how this will go, because Nigerians need to watch out for the tactics that APC want to play. You can't fill a form as a Lagos State governor that time when he was applying or filling the application form and lied in the form and survived it. Now in presidential election, he lied again in the form and expect to survive it. It will be too bad. And this is aside all other criminal cases that are staring at his face as as a man. It's quite unfortunate that we're having this kind of person emerging as president. And meanwhile, some unfortunate Nigerians are still supporting him. Even those people that cannot even survive 3 square meals a day are fighting for him. I don't know where we're going to with this kind of situation. So that is the situation around Tinubu now. His Guinean passport is now implicating him. And the analysis here is that even though being a dual citizen may not be a problem, lying on the EC9 form is perjury and is a big problem for him and can be prosecuted by Nigerian government, can be prosecuted by INEC. INEC has the power to prosecute such person. So let's see how they will do all of that. With all of this coming up, I think David Ondeyin is doing a very good job in all of this matter, but he also need to protect himself because I'm sure they are already after his life. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comments.